All right, so interesting. I was watching Damo and I was like, hey, where's the biggest hole in it? So if you put your Luxar shapes on, yeah, and I start to pressure Damo's body, so look like we're Luxaring, right? I'm putting pressure on. The brace I was noticing was through here. What happens is you start to press your right toe into the floor and the right foot tenses up. And I'm guessing, show me your boxing stance.
That would be from karate, essentially.
Yeah.
With the
okay.
we used to grip the toes.
Okay, yeah. So there you go, because you've got a habit of doing that, right?
Yeah.
But that locks up here. So what I'm noticing from that, because he's gripping at his foot, I'm noticing that would, so if you resist slightly and try to stop me reaching towards you, I'm going to be able to attack that leg. Yeah, that leg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can feel it doing it.
Yeah. Because of this. So what we're trying to do is build foot to spine connection through, think about it, if my feet relaxed to the floor, they kind of expand and connect. Because then now I can use my structure as a part of the floor. Because Damo was clenching his toe like that, it was your right toe. Yeah? The foot was tensing up and disconnecting you from the actual floor. And actually disconnecting the foot from the actual tailbone. So if you, rather than that, you center and sense the feet expanded. So think of your toes expanding, right? Yeah, feel this?
Yeah.
Now this is going right down to the base of your structure. If I try to attack that, it's not going anywhere. Now tense it up on purpose. I'll do the same thing I was just doing, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So don't do that. Yeah, so your right big toe is the key tell when you're tensing up the whole right foot. And it looked like to me you were using that as a base for striking. It looked like you might be using that to kind of, like for example, bang, and you've got this foot planted and gripping, yeah? So don't. All right, cool. A lot better. It's like you kept it really cool, but then when the pressure on the outside got to a certain level, then they came out. It was like you opened a can of worms, like your feet opened up again. Don't. But what I'm getting at is, the question for you now is not so much knowing what to do, it's applying it under higher degrees of pressure. So so there must be a trigger for you. It must be like, okay, there's a lot of force coming through, or they hit me. There must be a trigger which makes you go, I've got to do something different, or I've got to rely on the strength of my hips. Because when you do that, you start to push with your hips. That's the kind of downside. Your legs disconnect from the spine and you push from the hips. That's a tell, right? The feet opening up, it's like, stop. So you've got to notice, what are the points in my sparring which actually trigger me to do so? Because you know what you're looking for, but now you've got to catch the trigger and rewire it. Either you catch the trigger or you just rewire it beforehand. No matter what the level of pressure, I stay in my state and I stay targeted. No matter what the level of, you get it? Yeah. Cool. Marky Mark, borrow you. So Marky Mark's issue was similar to the other Marky Mark's issue from Monday. Yeah. So if you come over here so they can see. Yeah. So we're doing balance control here. Yeah. Have a look at him. Can anyone see something interesting about Marky Mark? Yeah. Let's keep going. So think about like you're trying to take my balance there. Go. Yeah. It's difficult for him to take my balance because I've got my whole center, right? Fighting. He's fighting one tiny point of my center as opposed to my whole center. So you can tell by the movement of his body, but also his eye line, that Mark's targeting me like this, right?
Right.
You are, right? Yeah.
I am. I'm aiming straight for that.
Exactly. So that's what we don't want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't do that. Naughty Mark. So what do we want to do? We want to target. Jay, could you stand here and face that way, please?
What, this way?
No, but stand here. Yeah. So stand here and face that way. Thank you. You target this.
That whole spine.
Power plane,
Yeah, okay.
not power triangle.
Not power triangle.
You understand?
Yep.
And now focus through the power triangles, what Mark's hearing. So let's watch the change now. Mark senses his center, gets into that good feeling quality, and now he focuses it like a plane to the back of my center. See how much more power is coming out. Right? So don't even walk yet. Just look into the back of my neck even. Yeah, there. Yeah, don't walk or don't move, your body's moving. Stop that. Just aim your spine at my spine, look it to the back of my neck, change the eye line, that's going to help trigger it for you. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like this. Now stay where you are physically with your body and reach your arms to me, just your arms, yeah. Yeah, that. Now focus just in the triangle again and do the same thing.
Yeah, right. It doesn't work.
Because he's only targeting a point just about an inch deep in my chest. So he's not even targeting my balance. So you feel the difference? This versus this.
Yeah.
It's just a change of point of focus. I'm focusing to this as opposed to this. Got it?
Gotcha.
Power plane, not power triangle. Motherfuckers. I just say that because I've only said it 1,000 times. No, I'm kidding. All right. Hey, now you're training now. You're too late to do filming. Okay. 6 o'clock we started, bro. I'm filming myself now. You can train. Not you. You I spoke about. Daniel's son. You've got to point the toes slightly in more. Because you're like forward, which is better than most, but not good enough. You must be targeted to the bottom of their center. Make sense? Yeah. So if their tailbone did a shit all the way down to the floor, like a long stringy shit that touched the floor and kept the line there, then you would keep your feet pointed at that. That is going to help connect the feet to the spine, to the tail to the spine, foot to spine connection, yeah? They call it in fascial and muscular teachings, they call it foot to glutes, but we're not thinking in terms of muscle, we're thinking in terms of foot to spine.
Can I call it a thread? I call it a thread.
A thread? No, you have to call it a shit. Thread is fine. Thread is fine. Thread is fine. So focus to the thread with your toes. That will help you. And keep the knee should be springy. Daniel's son. Bro, are you quick with Daniel? So he's kind of like this, kind of like train tracks. It should be more, no matter where you go. So even if you step, it should be targeted to my thread of shit. Yeah? So again, step, freeze. See, that's still crossing across. My center's here. Yeah, there, good. And these should be springy. The other problem is the springiness of the knees. So if the legs are too locked like this, then the pressure of the legs isn't actually going forwards. It's more coming back into your own knee. So look at this. This way, it means the knees are going that way, see? Not that, they should be this way. Yeah? They're opening up towards them, and my feet are pointing correctly. So for you, it's the knees opening. So if his knees are opening and his feet are targeted, that's going to help connect it to the spine, but also get the mass moving in the right direction from the lower half. Make sense? That's your thing. Cool.
Thank you.
You had a question? No? Mark, done. Cigar, too much lifting of his shoulders. You're really trying to move them with force. It's not the point. You're trying to move them from being centered. So I've noticed Cigar will be like, I'm supposed to move his balance. So he goes like this, like stop me from moving you. Huh? And he goes like this. Huh? So you don't want to be fighting like this. You stay centered. I look at your spine and I move like this. Understand? So that the pressure from the contact point feeds into my structure as opposed to me, stop me, yeah? As opposed to me fighting against him. His pressure feeds me. You understand? Because I'm balanced, it feeds into me as opposed to my muscles fighting against him. So you got to stop doing this and start doing this, yeah? Stay up, upright, soft, upright, soft, upright, soft. Cool? All right. You, a little bit of an outward point. Structure's great, not a big deal. Your actual state's pretty good, so you're still staying connected from the feet to the spine even though you're pointed out, but you've still got more to develop, so keep those in. Next, Bong Sao. So T's Bong Sao is when he does Bong Sao, so he does a Bong Sao and rolling, do Bong Sao. Okay. What's over there? Hello, my little friend. You say, aim your Bong Sao correctly. So the Bong Sao throughout the whole movement should be targeted to them physically and energetically. Physically at the beginning, but energetically always, because later on you can focus away and still be targeted. But at your stage, you want the Bong Sao targeted correctly, because that's going to keep a connection from the structure of his arm to my spine, because of the direction and the pointing of it, as opposed to here, where I feel like I can collapse that easily. Get it? All right, so you understand the problems? Work on all of your problems now in the same drill. So I want you to change that habit tonight. Okay, is that a deal? 1, 2, let's go. You bring it over here. How are you, Virginitzi? I thought you were coming at 6, bro. Huh? No, it's 6, bro. I said, anyway, so you're training or what?